Hi, Feds. Thanks for coming. Hi. We're streaming on Facebook. We got a candidate here to come say hi to everyone.
Hey, funky East Dallas Democrat. Where you at, that funky East Dallas Democrat? Let me hear you. Show a candidate some love. I am Amye Thompson Hollins, and I am running for Dallas County District Clerk. There is a race to change the district clerk's office, and I'm leading that race. My name is Amye, elect Amye, and I am running on a platform of change. We want to increase productivity, we want to increase accuracy, and increase efficiency in the district clerk's office. I am a hometown girl. My entire life here in Dallas, Texas. I am an Aggie, yes, the Texas A&M. Did she just put the horns up? Wrong team. Team Democrat? Okay. So I am running for the Dallas County District Clerk's office. I do have one door prize to hand out to the one young lady, Karen, come on down, who knew what her buoyant number is for the petition. All right. Speaking of petitions, I am passing around a petition for tonight, and I would love for you to sign it so that I may earn my way on to the Democratic Party ballot, voting from February 14th, 2022 to March the 1st, the election date of 2022. Again, elect Amye Thompson Hollins for District Clerk. Thank you.
Freda Heald.
How do you work this, Joey? No, you squeeze the trigger and talk into it. Okay.
This is quite a microphone we have here.
Thank you, Chris, for the microphone. It's a PA system.
Thanks, Chris. So I'm Freda Heald, and I'm running for District 108 to be your representative there. I grew up in the district, graduated from Hollenberg High School, and went to UT. Some horns. I'm not against the Aggies though, because my oldest son graduated from there. So, but I am here because I want to make a change. I was a business person. I was an educator. I still am subbing. For 13 years I taught pre-K, and I realized that we need different leaders in Austin because our public schools are not funded the way they should be, and the resources I figured out for three of my kids that have learning differences such as dyslexia are not available. So I'm running so that we can change things in Austin and for better for the teachers, for families, and for everybody. So thank you so much. I am a proud member of the Feds for many years. I was on the operations team, and and I thank you guys. Freda Heald for Texas. Thanks.
Thank you, Freda. Ooh. Trisha has an announcement. I have an announcement.
What are you running for?
I am running for HD 108.
That's not even a funny joke here.
No, there's too many skeletons in the closet. We're having a raffle, so if you want to donate $5, then you have the opportunity to get a t-shirt.
And what's that bag?
In this one-of-a-kind bag. There was only 10 made in the history of the Feds. It's true. And a magnet. So for $5, for those of you who don't have Feds t-shirts, Neil and Jane. Jan. Yeah. So $5. Please enter the raffle. We're going to have a drawing later. Please. Okay.
That was it. Thank you, ma'am. Just hold the trigger and talk. Thank you, ma'am.
All right, Feds. How are y'all doing? I am happy to be here. My name is Alexandra Gio, and I am proud to be a Democratic candidate for House District 108. I've been a proud member of the Feds for a few years now, and I ran their Instagram account as well. It was super fun. I love being part of the feds, and I love being an organizer. I have been on the sidelines for so many years. I have organized, I have registered voters, I have testified. I have done everything I can as a citizen, and it's only to watch our issues and our voices be ignored. And so I thought to myself, what is the best way to fight? And for me, it was to put my name on the ballot so that I know your voice, our voices will be amplified. The issues that we care about will be heard. We will force them to listen to the issues that we care about by putting my name on the ballot. I'm from Bogota, Colombia. My parents emphasized the importance of education, hard work, and giving back, and that is what I promised to do on this campaign. I am committed to serve our community however way they make these maps, whatever number they want to put on them, whatever lines they want to draw. I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this community. I have a track record of doing it, a committed career as a public servant. I've been a legislative liaison in the Dallas County District Attorney's Office, and so I know what it takes to write a bill and to pass a bill. I'm a candidate who will be able to hit the ground running if elected, and I want to be committed to serve everyone here. You can go to alexandrafortexas.com, and I would be honored to have your support. Thank you so much.
Pull the trigger. Okay, I've never done that before. You can do it. Good evening. My name is Monique J. Bracey Huff, and I'm running for Dallas County Criminal Court number 10, a family violence court. I want to thank you all for coming out this evening and giving me the opportunity to speak. I have my Funky Feds name tag on because I realize that you guys are my community. Born in Dallas, but raised in Mesquite, and I now live in Garland, so you are my home crew. I'm running for the criminal court number 10, mainly because it is a family violence court. I feel like I can make a difference specifically there. That's my niche. I have an undergraduate degree in social work where I interned in domestic violence shelters, and then for the past 13 years, I thought it was loud enough. For the past 13 years, I've been a criminal defense attorney, so I've been representing those accused of family violence offenses. So I think I have a very holistic view of what it's like to deal with victims of domestic violence as well as those who are accused with those offenses. I really want to bring fairness and compassion to the bench. I want individuals that come into the courtroom not to feel convicted just for being charged with a crime. And I really want individuals those that are accused to be able to come, tell their story so that we understand the criminal justice system, how this crime might affect their lives, their children, and all their family. Because unfortunately with domestic violence, it's not a crime it's not an issue that just affects those that are hurt. October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, so I have released a series of videos on my Facebook page. You can find the link to that on my website, www.moniquejbraceyhuffforjudge.com. I really felt like this series was important because it kind of tells you about the type of crimes that are offenses that are prosecuted in my future court. I'm going to try to claim it, County Criminal Court number 10. So I thank you guys for being here. I thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak. And if you have any questions, I am here to talk. I like to do it. I got no problem with that. All right? Y'all have a great evening. Thank you.
Okay. Tell me how to work this. All right. Good. Hello, everybody. I'm Ann Cruz, and I'm running. I was like, can you hear me? Because I can't hear myself. I'm running for Dallas County Clerk. I've actually been with the county criminal courts for 35 years.
Wow.
Yes, I started 2 weeks out of high school. And I think a change is coming. I think freshness is coming. We need to go and work for the citizens that are coming into our offices. There's 9 departments in the county clerk's office. Need a little bit more from the top down. We need some energizing in the county clerk's office. I am so happy to be here. I am so excited to run this campaign. Everyone's help. I'm here. Any questions you have, just let me know.
Hey y'all. Too loud? Okay. Good to see everyone tonight. It's great to be back here, especially at Thunderbird so many of us were here on, what was it, Saturday? We had the after party for the Reproduction Liberation March. Pussy Riot was right up there. But my name is Chris Leal, and I'm running for HD 108. I am a public school teacher, former finance professional, and a Dallas native. I love this city, and it's time that we flip this district from red to blue. It's been too long. It's been 30 years since Dem have won a statewide race in Texas, and it's been 30 years since we flipped 108 right here in Dallas. So looking for it's a district that's been blue at the top of the ticket. You know, that's not. We'll see how that holds true with these new maps. But it hasn't held true, you know, further down the ballot. But I think it's time to get it done, and I think that we have the campaign to finally do that and unite both sides of 75. So it's great to meet all of you.
Hi everyone, my name is Aceves, and I'm running for the 192nd Civil District Court here in Dallas County. I am a civil litigator. I have my own firm and I do plaintiff's personal injury work, but before that I was doing defense work, so I've done both sides of the aisle. I'll be starting my 9th year of practice, and I would very much appreciate your support for this very important civil bench. I'm the only Democrat running in the race, and I'm trying to unseat the Abbott appointee. So I would very much appreciate your support. Thank you. Hello. I am not running for District 108.
Yes. Yes. Hold the trigger.
What's up, East Dallas? My name's Allison Grinter Allen. I'm running for District Court. These benches are, honestly, these races get to be kind of boring, but they're safe. They're unaffected by redistricting, so I don't have any worries about that. And a Republican hasn't been beaten by anything other than 2-1 countywide for quite some time. And honestly, y'all, it's time to stretch out. It's time to show what progressive justice looks like and what it can do for Dallas County. If we could incarcerate ourselves to safety, y'all, we would be the safest people, the safest country on this planet. It's time to think about ourselves as a community and see what we can do to promote accountability and healing for defendants, for victims, for witnesses, for families, and for all of Dallas County. Y'all, my name is Allison Grinter Allen. I'm running to be your next district judge in Criminal District Court 6. Thank y'all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Judge Mulder.
Okay, I remember when funky East Dallas Democrats fit in the tiny room at La Calle Dose.
Yes.
Okay? That's how long I've been doing this. My name's Nancy Mulder. I am your judge in Court 4 here in Dallas, running for a 3rd term. Been practicing criminal law in Dallas for 26 years, and I'm hoping to get your vote for re-election for a 3rd time. So thank you very much for all you do. As a former precinct chair of 2070 when Obama was president, thank you for everything you guys do. We can't do this without you all. Thank you so much.
Good evening. I'm Kathleen Bailey, and I'm running for Congress from Texas 05. With the current redistricting, I'll be the only Democratic candidate living in that district.
That's right.
I wanted to update you on 2 things this evening. The first is I made a promise very early in my campaign that I was going to make my positions on a number of issues clear, and that's why I put on my website an issues page. But also I have now begun putting up on my webpage and YouTube a series of videos that explores various topics. The first one is on immigration. If you haven't seen it, have a look. The second thing, wow. The second thing that I wanted to tell you tonight is that last week I had my official campaign kickoff, and Commissioner Teresa Daniel was the MC, and at that kickoff, Carol Donovan, former chairperson of the Dallas County Democratic Party, endorsed me formally. So we're getting a good roll going, and I hope you'll have a look at my website to see my issues and my YouTube to see my videos on issues. Thank you so much.
Shenita Cleveland.
All right, guys, make some noise. Make some noise. Woo! I know y'all happy to be here. What's happening? I'm so glad to be here. I came right on time. I came from National Night Out in Cedar Hill. That's my city. Cedar Hill, Texas. I'm a resident since 2008. Yeah, woo-hoo. Cedar Hill Longhorns. I'm a candidate for Texas 30, if you haven't heard. That's U.S. Congress, that's Washington, to make all laws. And that's our problem, policy and laws that dictate what we do and how we behave, okay? And a lot of them are against us. And a lot of them are for those that are in power to make sure that they keep the place. It includes all the best Southwest, all of downtown. Now, that's the corporation. The corporations need to listen to us. Right, exactly, yeah. Instead of what they're doing right now they're not listening to us, right? Everybody can agree to that, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, we need to change that in the midterm primary. And I'm so excited, y'all. I was a candidate in 2020. I was number 2 on the ballot, and I got second place. Yeah, no, right. But guess what? In 22, we're going to get first place.
Yes.
Why? Because name recognition matters. What you do matters in Dallas. And guess what? I've done a lot in Dallas. I've made a lot of changes through policy and through people, or just the attitudes about whatever, how they live and dictate life. And so I'm so excited to be a candidate, y'all. I really, truly am. I'm passionate about the people. I love you. I'm going to do every single thing to reverse the generational trauma and harm that has been done to all of us from the very bottom all the way up, y'all. I'm Shenita Cleveland, candidate for Texas 30. Vote for me for Texas 30. Thank you. As y'all can tell, I'm used to holding this thing.
Tom?
This is exciting to me.
So surprised. I'm Tom Ervin, and I am considering a run for County Commissioner District 2. So many of you have been working with me for the last 5 years to advocate and support the people in our communities and to elect Democrats. I'm a little disappointed that all the work we've done is not making a difference in Austin, not making a difference like it should in Washington, D.C. But I think we can make a difference at the county level and the city level. So for me, this is a very simple thing. We need to expand public health care, we need to expand affordable housing, and we need to expand public education. The county has the ability to partner with many, many groups, both public and private, to provide all of those things. The other thing, I think, when you're a Democrat, you've got a public voice. And this voice, whether it's county government or city government, needs to be used to make sure that we're talking about voting rights, reproduction rights. Anytime that you're in front of people, you need to be talking about the things that affect our community the most. Clay Jenkins and the rest of the commission, except for maybe one, have done a great job throughout this pandemic of providing public health care for us. But I also think that we can do more and expand that in the future. So I am going to throw my hat in the ring, I think, but it's going to depend on what you guys, what kind of support you think you can give me. I've got the qualifications. I've got an undergraduate degree in geology, a minor in math, and an MBA right here from SMU. I've been appointed an independent manager by the Federal Bankruptcy Court to guide an energy company through that process. I was chosen because all of the participants in the process, the financial institutions, the company itself, and the company that was providing the divestiture services for that process, knew me and had faith and trust that I would handle that job. So I feel confident that I can be a good steward of the county's money. So thank you for your time. I'm Tom Ervin.
Thanks, Tom. Good luck. Next we have Joan Ridley, who's going to give us an update on redistricting, which is obviously a topic that's very interesting at the moment.
Joe. Yeah, you push on the trigger and speak as closely as you can.
Well, good evening. If you were to ask me what's going on with your district, I'd say, what time is it? It is moving so fast, we can't keep up. So Jennifer asked me to talk about state, congressional, the current status, what's it going to do to the elections, and number 3, what about action points? So let me start with the Senate. Joan Huffman chairs the committee. They've been meeting. They're giving us barely 72 hours notice. We can't keep up with posting online to let you all know. I watched the hearings yesterday. It was only about 2.5 hours. They finished up, and the maps are going to the Senate floor. They're out of committee. It went that fast. You might wonder what's going to happen with Nathan Johnson's district. Anybody wondering? Yes. I was kind of hoping I'd get gerrymandered into his district, but it didn't happen. He did lose a lot of his constituents, and they gave him a lot of Hispanics. He says he's very positive about it. He can't wait to meet his new constituents. He also told us, how many of you saw online last night the town hall meeting with John Cruz? Did y'all see that? He was on.
With Crusoe?
Yes, with John Crusoe. What did I say? John Crusoe. Yeah, Ted Cruz, right. So he was talking about the need to establish an independent redistricting commission, and you'll remember he introduced a bill in this last 87th session. I hope, and I'm pretty sure he's going to reintroduce it the next session. The other thing I wanted to tell you about is the House. I watched the House hearings, 6 hours, 2 hours, then it gets continued again. They're still hashing it out. The big thing with the House, the Texas House, is they're breaking up the counties, and they're not supposed to do that. So that was very disappointing. On the congressional side, it's kind of ridiculous. The congressional maps are still being hashed out. They have created one district that goes from Denton to Amarillo.
Oh my God.
400 miles. Isn't that amazing? I don't know. The good news is Colin Allred's district is probably safe. We're pretty sure. But to do that, they did a lot of hacking and cracking, which means we're sacrificing a lot of seats to save his. So that's good news and bad news. If you want to know what's going on, go to League of Women Voters. That's LWV Dallas at sbcglobal.net. We keep the website up pretty much and the blog. The other thing I want to tell you is a little bit about the census. We saw a 49% increase in Hispanic population since the last census. That's the biggest growth in any single population. That's good news. The bad news is they don't vote enough. And I've been working closely with Dallas City Council and the county commissioners, and they really aren't wild about getting Hispanics into their districts because they don't vote. So I'm begging you, let's all get out and register the Hispanics and get them out to vote, because we know who they'll vote for. So anyway, thank you very much. I'll just stick around a little while if you have any questions. And congratulations to Christy. I'm so proud of her.
Thank you so much, Joan. Next up is JoDee Neil. Who knew that there's an election coming up? Who could tell us about the 8 propositions we're going to vote on?
Not me.
JoDee Neil.
Oh yeah.
And Alex.
I'm an election judge.
Yay.
So I'm going to try it without the bullhorn.
No.
Is that the word?
I'm going to catch you on the live.
All right, okay. Hello, Bullhorn. Okay.
It's fun. Come on.
All right, my name is JoDee Neil. I'm speaking very slowly because I'm using a bullhorn. Me, I'm a mother, I'm a lawyer, and I'm an organizer. My lawyer life is I do opioid litigation for the county, and that takes up every waking minute of my day that's not taken up by mothering. One of my new colleagues is over here who also does opioid litigation, and this is her first feds meeting. Welcome, Jessica. So, my other hobby is organizing, and I know Christy from like 2016. And when Christy decided to run for county party chair, I was obviously in. I mean, come on, how can you not be? Who here was not in?
Right.
Yeah, no one.
None of us.
So then, I've been doing a lot of events. I know a lot of y'all from, being around politics the last 4 years. And Christy invited me to be the events chair for the Dallas County Democratic Party. So I am doing events for the Dallas County Democratic Party. I am the party girl. The party girl, that's me. Anyhow, before I get to the constitutional amendments, I want to tell y'all that we're having a big party on November 9th at the Rustic. Yes, it's going to be awesome. We're going to have as many candidates as we can scoop up, as many elected officials as we can scoop up. We're going to have music. We're going to be outside. There's going to be food. There's going to be drinks. And best of all, we're going to get to see each other. Because guess who missed spring? Who I haven't seen in a year and a half, except on Facebook. Me. I miss spring.
Yes.
Come on. We have been through hell. Most of you have probably had COVID at some point. If not, you might have been worried about getting COVID, or maybe you've had a friend or family member get it. We're gonna be okay, and we're gonna have a party, and we're gonna get this election won one way or another. So, we're not giving up. We're having a party. We're gonna win in 2022. Christy's gonna lead the way. Dallas is a beacon of light. The Dallas County Democratic Party rocks. And we're gonna have so much fun. Now, apparently there's an election in November on the constitutional amendments. I don't fully understand why we have to have all these amendments to a constitution in Texas. The other one doesn't get amended ever. But whatever, we're just gonna go with it. So I have a handy yes and no checklist that I worked with. The League of Women Voters has an awesome guide online. You can watch these little videos for each of the propositions. And that's what I did. And
We'll share that on our website.
Yeah, and I had a little help from my friends also. So number 1's a yes. Number 2's a yes. Number 3's a no. Number 4's a no. Number 5 is a fine. Number 6 is a no. Number 7 is a yes. And number 8 is a yes.
What's the fine?
What's that?
Fine? Did you say fine?
Fine, I don't know. It's number 5.
Oh, number 5.
On the Fed's website.
Yeah, I'll put it on the Fed's
website.
website. I was at a thing the other day, and this is a very hard thing to communicate outside to a group with a bullhorn.
Yeah.
So I just have yeses and nos and one fine.
Yep.
So that's what I got. I'm going to share it with the Feds.
What's the fine mean?
It means I have no opinion either way.
Oh, okay.
Fine. Whatever. Anyway, I hope that helps. I'll get the intel out to y'all. As with anything, feel free to do your own research. And most importantly, come to our party.
Yes.
Because we deserve a party.
November 9th.
November 9th, the Rustic. Can't wait to see you there.
Thank you, JoDee.
Thank you. Be there, be square, November 9th.
Do we have any more candidates? I know we have Elissa just walked in.
Is Mike Collier here?
Come say hey. Another candidate for judge. Christy, we'd love you to introduce the new ED as well.
Oh, pull the trigger and then talk as close as you can instead. It's fun.
I've never spoken on a bullhorn before. How do I sound?
Welcome. Power.
And that's how this turned into a riot. I'm so sorry. Good evening, funky friends of the Fed. My name is Elissa Wev, and I am running for judge of Dallas County Criminal Court 10, a domestic violence court. Better? Thank you. Oh my gosh, great teachers here. That's why people love the Feds. A couple of things about me if we haven't met yet, and I'll be brief because I see we've got a pretty packed candidate crowd here. First thing I want you all to know about me is this: I am a former public defender. So my view of criminal, thank you. And I'm not the only one here tonight. So tip your public defender friends or call them. They need your well wishes. My view on criminal justice is very much rooted in that work. I have seen how our criminal justice system disproportionately can harm Black, brown, and poor folks, and that's not right. And very much a judge and how they run their court can alleviate some of that. So I think that's really important. The second thing is this, and that is my expertise. I've spent the last several years working in the violence against women space. I have presented on various topics in that sector, and I think having that special expertise for a court that deals almost exclusively with domestic violence cases is important, so that you can understand the nuances between both protecting our survivors, but also, and this is the third thing and the last thing I'll say, treating those who offend with equity and fairness. We are really falling short on two sides of the coin. The first being what survivors and victims go through in the criminal justice system, but the second being, what are we doing to get at the root cause? We know that a lot of people who perpetrate violence in romantic relationships are simply repeating the violence that they observed or were subjected to as children. So one of my goals in this campaign, in addition to raising awareness around intimate partner violence, is building coalition with the experts in our community who are already doing this work. And if I'm elected as your judge, hopefully allowing the court and creating a court that is an infrastructure where that kind of healing can take place so that we can create, thank you, safer partners and better parents. Thank you guys.
Are there any other candidates? Don't want to miss anyone because last time we didn't give you guys a chance to speak. So if there's anyone else pop up, otherwise I'd love to have our chair, Christy, come and say just a couple words and introduce our new executive director of the Dallas Party. Come on!
You can do it.
We know you know how to use a bullhorn.
Can you hear me? Yay, fans! I'm back! Actually, I am a candidate. There's no one running against me yet, but I will be on the ballot in the primary. So please vote for me for Dallas County Democratic Party chair. All right, first of all, I'm going to say...
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, I want to introduce the new executive director of the Dallas County Democratic Party. That's Taylor Bounds over there. I'm not going to make her talk because it's her first day and she's already exhausted. She's like, Christy, what have you done to me? She is going to be great. I'm so excited. And then I also want to just recognize again JoDee Neil. I always wanted to have a resident party girl on my team. I mean, how lucky can I get? And I want to thank every single candidate who spoke tonight and every single candidate who's running. It is a tough thing to do, putting yourself out there for our democracy. I tell you, the reason that I ran for this position is so that I could help get everyone here and everyone who's a Democrat in Dallas County to create a strong base for you all so that you can go and work on the persuasion vote so we can have every single representative in our county be a Democrat. So, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to do a plug for the party. Here's the thing.
the party has to be funded by you good people. And I can't do the job that I was asked to do when I was elected unless we fund the party so that we can have year-round programming, we can support the precinct chairs, and make sure that the clubs and organizations and allied groups have what they need to do the outreach all around the county, okay? We know that in districts that are safe gerrymandered, Republican or Democrat, there are large swaths of areas in those districts where people aren't voting like they should, and we have to get them out to vote. In those areas, voter turnout is about 50%, and if when they vote, those people are voting 80% of the time for the Democratic side. We are leaving tons of votes on the table, and we need to change that. That's what my goal is, you guys. So if there is any way that you can go to DallasDemocrats.org and become a sustaining donor of any amount, that would be greatly appreciated. My goal, if we can get $100 per month per precinct, I can organize the blank out of Dallas County, okay? So please go do that for us, all right? Thank you guys so much. I love the fence. Thanks to Joey and team for continuing to run it. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you, Nancy, our local celebrity. Trisha, do we want to do the...
Yes, we do.
Raffle, leave a raffle.
There are only a few in here, so everybody has a...
Virginia, come choose.
Yes. Oh.
Karen, come choose.
Sam, will you turn the, I don't think it's... Hi, Feds. There's people on...
Hi, Feds. Pulling from the raffle. There's people on there. What's it say? Okay, so you have to look at your ticket.
What if you don't have a ticket?
If you didn't get a ticket, you're too late. 220007. Number 7. Yay! Woo, 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 woo! We have a winner. Winner, chicken dinner. Congratulations. She won a t-shirt and some other fun things. Elaine? We have Elaine's going to close, and then everyone can chitty chat for a while longer.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for coming out to Deep Ellum. My name is Elaine Campbell. I am the Deep Ellum Precinct Chair, and I absolutely love being the Deep Ellum Precinct Chair. So, now, with that said, Deep Ellum is one of the non-voting precincts. So I am dedicated to working with the party to change that. When we vote Democrat, but we don't vote. So, I'm working hard to change that. We have a new voting center, Life in Deep Ellum, which is awesome. I'm so excited about that. One of the things that we did want to make sure everyone realized, based on redistricting, it's very, very plausible and feasible that the primaries won't be until July. So what does that mean? That means that it's going to be a sprint from the primaries to the election. Yes, so we have to really focus on prioritizing fundraising and door knocking and canvassing and getting people out to vote. I have my notes, I didn't want to forget anything. And we have to get focused on getting people to vote. You know, I really appreciated what was said about the Latino community being one of the primary communities that was growing due to the census. Do you know what the second largest group is? Is the AAPI community.
Yeah.
And and I include myself in that, we're not reaching out to the AAPI community enough, and we've got to change that. We've got to change that. So that's one of the other goals that I have for all of us in here. So anyway, so thank you so much for coming out. Thank you so much for coming out to the wonderful Deep Ellum, and let's have a great week. Thank you.
Thank you, Elaine, and thank you everyone for coming. Facebook people, I'm going to walk around for a second so you can see what's going on. But that is the end of the program. Everyone enjoy yourselves.
Hi, Instagram.
Hey, so did y'all skip over the amendments? Did I miss them?
I love you.
Oh, interesting.
We're still live.
Oh, are we?
Yeah, it's okay.
Hey, Joey.
Hi,
Hey, people.
Feds.
Hey,
Hi, Feds. I'm trying to figure out how to get it undone. Oh, here we go. Hey, Feds. Just gonna walk around real quick so you can see some of the people here. Look, here's Freda, Sam, Chris. Hi.
Yeah, I wasn't taking with them, but now Joey's doing that.
I'm going this way. Shenita.
Hey, y'all. Vote for Shenita.
Uh-huh. Hi, Feds. We're saying hi to the Facebookers. Hey.
See how many?
Lots of awesome candidates. Lots of Feds having a good time.
No, I definitely need you.
Hope to see everyone next time. We'll try to have another outdoor event. Thanks for coming, Feds. Appreciate it. Here's Peter. Peter, sure. Say hi.
Hi.
And then you can go watch the video with yourself on it.
Okay. Why? Where will it be?
On Facebook. It's streaming live right now.
Okay.
There's Karen, Virginia. A lot of the Feds people buying T-shirts.
When I get home.
Yeah. When you get home, you can watch it.
And where do I go on
It'll
Facebook?
be on our Facebook group.
Oh, okay.
Well, not in the group. It'll be on the page, actually.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Thank you, Feds. Appreciate it.